Hey everybody, it's Philosopher Sash. It's Friday night. We're back to Friday nights, and the reason we're back to Friday nights is so we could have one of our great members, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, actually one of the original members of the Philosopher Sash crew, coming back. It looks like he's kind of nodding off there. You tired, Mike?
A little bit
tired. But yeah, so we moved back to Friday night, so Mike can join us now. Again, too, no comics, so we're talking 90s cartoons. Now, we talked about this before, and when I mentioned 90s cartoons, Mike and Joe were like, well, we didn't watch too many cartoons in the 90s. I was too busy in the Army.
Why didn't we watch cartoons in the 90s?
Because we were chasing tail, making a living, and dropping bodies, baby.
I was getting to that. I was trying to tell my story.
Oh.
But we are going to talk cartoons just a little bit. There were quite a few cartoons in the 90s. I see I started high school as a freshman in 89. I think you guys both graduated in 94, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So we all graduated the same year. So we do have some cartoons we did probably watch maybe when you're a freshman, sophomore. And then so I had kids relatively young. In 97, I had my first kid. So I was watching cartoons then again in the late 90s. So I got on both ends of that decade. So we're going to talk about
the same thing today. I was like, my daughter had called today asking for money because that's what they do now when they turn 21. And I got to thinking about tonight's show, and I was like, holy crap, we sat down and watched. You know, I'd be gone for months at a time, come back, and next thing you know, I'm watching Rocket Power. Like, that was our favorite show. And that was in the 90s. So yeah, we could do the show. We'd be all right.
We got Knockout Comics in here. It says, what's up, guys?
What's going on, Knockout?
What are you saying, Mike?
Who is Knockout Comics?
I don't know. Go sub him up.
Go sub him up, Bubba.
I am right now.
He's been on our show a few times and in the comments. We definitely appreciate it. We will be doing a giveaway for the quarantine comic kit, the one that contest that I had promoted just about 2 weeks ago. So I have the 5 winners lined out. We'll talk about that here probably midway of the show. But first, let's kind of talk briefly about this whole COVID-19, Corona, or whatever you want to call it. We're still in quarantine-ish. I mean, I'm still going out to work, still working full time. I know you're working full time from home. Mike's working full time out in the trenches of the COVID-19.
Yeah.
So
that shit all over me.
my wife told me today when I come home. She said, "You better be sanitized when you come home. I'm not going to deal with it anymore."
I don't wash my hands. I don't wear a face mask.
Real. I listen to people complain all day, and then I argue with Banks. Legitimately, that's all I've been doing.
Let's talk about then real quick about the questions I had asked people for the contest on the video was how are you going from completely insane, not going completely insane during this quarantine? Now, as you guys' lives have much of a change, but do you guys have any different routines you guys have been up to kind of keep the normalcy in your life? No, Mike?
You go first, Mike.
Nothing has really changed for me and my wife. We're more of homebodies. I play video games. The only thing that really has changed is hanging out with that motherfucker and his wife. We haven't done that since all this bullshit. I haven't seen them since before you guys went to Emerald City.
Oh yeah.
But everything else is, same. This shit could go on to past Christmas. I wouldn't bat an eye.
How about you, Joe? Anything whatever you're doing, or your life changed completely?
My life has done a complete 180 on me. Usually my job is pretty at my leisure, at my pace. I travel around some, teach a class, and rest of the days off. But now with the whole SBA programs for small businesses, people are panicking, banks are worrying. I'm on the phone with DC, various banks. Like I'm legitimately working all day long, and that sucks because I'm already retired once. So, and then at night when I'm usually, Monday nights Masonic Lodge, Tuesday nights, some random meeting someplace. Wednesday nights, Masonic Lodge. Thursdays and Fridays are American Legion, and on the weekend it's usually a fundraising thing or going to see Mike. Or so I'm not used to being home this many hours in a row. So just to stay busy, I've been refining gold, scrapping gold, messing with acids, and learning a lot of chemistry lately. So I'm getting smart on that. I've also bought myself a little furnace, little desktop furnace. And I'm looking at possibly buying some chemistry equipment because I've been studying up, reading up, learning. And I made my first liquid gold today that I need to precipitate tomorrow. That's just a fancy way of saying turning it into sand and then being able to put it into the furnace to see if I can make a gold nugget. So, yeah, I'm literally losing my mind trying to find some plus setting up comic book.
He's going to blow himself up.
It's either that or it's going to be the next DC villain. One of the two.
Well, if you think about it, if you look at my little table out back, I have a shotgun press where I make my own shotgun shells. I have my own bullet press where I make my own bullets for my shooting activities and stuff. I know I was Army sapper / ranger. I went to sapper leadership course. So if you need a stump removed, a building burned down like this, I keep little things around the house I can do that stuff with. So yeah, I'm probably on an ATF watch list someplace. Real quick in the chat, Double S, our bestest friend ever, jumps into the room. He goes, "What up, Huey, Joey, and welcome back, Mikey." He also says, "How I handle is not going to go insane is by indulging myself into shark porn like Michael. Laugh out loud. # shark porn." Mainframe Comic Con. Hey, what's going on, Mainframe Comic Con? What's up, buddy? Hey, been loving what you've been doing over there. And Knox says, I need to get like Joe. Laugh out loud. So yeah, that's just whatever I find that interests me. I'm pretty much just jumping head first into it and thinking about it later. Come watch Mainframe Comic Con. Only on Comic Core. I think they're live now. Yes, they are live now.
Yeah, they are live. I would have promoted our show in their live chat just to give them a little, little ribbing, because we're all big good friends on here. My life hasn't changed very much. I'm still going to work. The only thing is different. Our park is closed. We have nobody in the park, and we're just doing maintenance stuff and kicking people out who go behind our barricades, that kind of fun stuff. But I'm kind of a homebody anyhow. So, what, Mike? You're going to say something?
I totally forgot, but big shout out to Discovery Bay. He's in here. He just popped in here. He said, "Good evening, everyone."
The only thing it's different for me, I was driving home last night from work. I'm like, God, I think we should go out to dinner tonight. Oh crap, can't go out to dinner. There's no restaurants open. So that's what I'll be looking forward to, is going out to dinner again.
That's a thing for us. Me and my wife, we probably eat out too much, but I mean, we don't like cooking, so it doesn't make sense.
As far as going to grocery stores, I'm in and out of Targets, Walmarts, all the grocery trains around here. So it's not like if we need something, I just grab it while I work or as I'm leaving the store. So.
Okay. So again, let's go to jump into the 90s comics. I do have a website that we're going to share. And this is called my90stv.com. There we go. Definitely go check this out. This is kind of a cool. I found this last week when I was doing the 80s cartoons. They have 80s, 70s, and 90s, and this is really cool because they have the analog controller, and you can control this like an old school TV. You can pick your cartoons, comedy, commercials, drama, game shows, and the whole list goes down. And you can either turn the power on the TV right here on the TV itself or the little remote right here. And so what we're going to do, we're going to go through these channels of this cartoons there from the 90s. Probably some of these started in the 80s and into the 90s, but we're going to go ahead and jump into them and kind of maybe talk about if we did watch it, what we did like. You guys should be able to hear the audio. Let me know. Let's go. And we started on Muppet Babies there. We talked about that before. This one? Everybody know this one?
No.
What is this? Danny Molesta Dragon? What?
Hey, boy, come on out to the junkyard with me.
What the hell is this? I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, you got me on that one, bud.
Yeah, anybody in the chat too. If you see this cartoon and we don't know what it is, you know what it is. Definitely shout it out and let us know.
Well, the first one was Muppet Babies.
Yeah, that was Muppet Babies. How about this? Seems like a Joe cartoon. The Barnyard Commandos.
Yes, I remember the toys for that. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Yeah,
I don't remember the cartoon.
It was like the pigs against the sheep, and then they would have like these random animals on each side too. Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually seen it, but I kind of remember it for some reason. I think it's the toy line I remember more.
Dropping bombs, dude. It's like Angry Birds, pigs versus
bombs. Son.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, here we go.
I don't know what the hell this is.
I've been looking all over for you.
Next.
What the?
I have no clue what that was. Kid and Play, dude. How about little Kid and Play?
Oh, Kid and Play.
Hey, look over there.
That had to be an 80s cartoon. That had a late 80s cartoon named in the 90s.
I don't think so. Kid and Play, the movie came out in the 90s.
Did it?
Yeah.
I never watched it. Let's
I
go to the
remember
next.
the foot thing they did for the dance. It was like, you can't see my feet, but just imagine it.
What do we? This looks really familiar. Maybe it's just the animation style.
It's Peter Pan.
Is it Peter Pan?
Yeah, it's the 90 version of Peter Pan.
Look, it's like what people in Norfolk.
Diving in mountains of cocaine.
Okay, let's go to the next channel here. There's the New Adventures of He-Man. We talked about this at our
That was
Universe.
the space one. Yeah. Everybody thought I was crazy when I said there was a space one when we were reading the comic book. But that was it.
To defend them in their hour of need.
Not very much, but there it is.
Yeah, it seems like 10,000 years into the future. Hey, look, there's Wetsuit from G.I. Joe. There's Lowlight. I saw him.
Now, here in the future, he has found new allies to help him in his
Oh, I've seen this one.
against all that is good. Yet on Primus, I too have found new brave friends and a new family. Thus, with the power of the good and the way of the magic, we struggle against the forces of
That's
darkness,
it's a really long photo.
against evil.
Real quick, double S. I'd rather not miss the episode of Blasters Stash It than Comic Core, a fan since the beginning. Thank you, but we all get along here. Barnyard Animal, kind of like the early version of Angry Birds, and all I heard was mountains of cocaine from Joe.
So are we doing like cartoon shows that we've never fucking heard of? Because
What's up with this randomness, man?
I don't know. It's all random, so I have no clue.
I would say it's pretty random.
Quite like Don Coyote. Of course, every hero should have a book.
Nope, I don't know that.
To follow in his hoofprints.
Whoa.
Wherever they may lead.
Is this like universal? Like, are they throwing Canadian cartoons in here too? Because those things are horrible because it's Canada. It's like. I think that one stopped.
That's the Wizard of Oz.
Oh. Hey, are there any boy cartoons that are going to be on here? Throwing that out there. Yeah.
I lost my audio. Give me a second.
So we gotta suffer through this shit.
Yeah, we can still hear it.
Are you guys hearing me double if I talk?
What?
Oh, I didn't know if you heard
saw
my
her at
voice.
Walmart.
Change the cartoon.
This is wonderful. I'm sure we'll get to Fort Nutcracker before the wizard.
Is this the part where I'm supposed to find the boob?
Yeah, is this part where you're like, are they
Oh, what's this?
Little Shop of Horrors?
That seems weird to have like we talked about the 80s cartoon too, about having like I don't know if Little Shop of Horror was actually rated R, but yeah, it definitely has some adult themes in there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, 90s was when they were trying to add rap music to every intro out there, and it was just so bad.
Yeah.
Do you remember the MC Hammer cartoon?
Yes. That was so bad.
So this is one of the adult kind of cartoons.
So this is my honorable mention.
Yeah.
Flux.
Yeah, the Flux thing. Yeah, this was weird.
Did she like die in every episode too?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Worst
This was
superhero
on MTV,
ever.
I believe.
Yeah, MTV, Liquid Television. Yeah, that's a Liquid Television. Yeah.
It was weird.
And then they made the movie with Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which was horrible.
Yeah.
Now it says we're on 91. If you look at the bottom of the screen, it shows the date or the year. This isn't a cartoon.
Yes, it is. It's with Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan, and Wayne Gretzky.
Super Pros or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. God, this is so bad.
So Jordan's an acrobat too?
They were all superheroes. And for some reason, Wayne Gretzky was up there. Like, all those guys.
And Bo Jackson, of course, known for baseball and football at that time. Did he do anything else, or was that it?
Well, actually, to be honest, he was mediocre at him. This is just nightmare.
So this is.
I wish you had the names.
It does. It shows it at the top when you switch.
Oh, it does?
I'm not paying attention.
Very brief.
Just, what is this?
I don't know.
Kid Glove.
I thought this was a commercial.
Kid
Yeah,
Glove.
it is a commercial.
Oh.
So this is the Macaulay Culkin stuff.
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
Yeah. He gets like 3 wishes. You get a magic baseball.
So you know more about the 90s cartoons than you let on.
This is early 90s.
Well, the secret is, I've always wanted to be a cartoonist.
This one, I actually love Darkwing Duck.
I've never seen Darkwing Duck, and everybody's just amazed by that. I'm like, I'm sorry. I apologize.
How about you, Mike? You watch Darkwing Duck?
No, I never got into it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a cross between Batman and the Shadow, kind of.
Yeah, this is. What do you guys think about this in the chat? Any of these things bringing up nostalgia, or do you want to vomit a little bit?
There we go.
There we go. Beavis and Butthead.
You know, one thing about Beavis and Butthead, this, I think, came out in 90, 89 or 90 is when Beavis and Butthead came out.
93.
Was it 93? Really?
93.
My parents would not let me watch it. That was one show I was not allowed to watch. Even in 93, which was a junior in high school,
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch it. I used to go to my friend's house and watch it. So,
That's what they do for a living.
Yeah.
Mike, you watch Beavis and Butthead?
All the time.
Even the movie came out in the 90s, too.
Yeah, like 98.
Yeah, it was towards the end. Yeah. Jeez. Videos were so bad back then.
Something Little Dracula.
Honey, I'm home.
Hotel Transylvania before.
I almost forgot what day it is.
God, the animation's so bad.
Why is that guy's nose a different color than his body?
What a treat.
Because it's his penis, not his nose.
Yeah.
That guy's the same way. He's got a potato.
That's the vagina. See, they're going to have sex.
Better change the channel quick.
This is gonna
James
get.
Bond Jr.
That's when they installed the secret passage.
I vaguely remember this, and I think I thought it was stupid. The 90s were also when they were trying to take a lot of popular characters and just trying to tell their teenage story, like Indiana Jones, MacGyver,
Mm-hmm.
all those. That new Knight Rider show tried to come out where it was a truck and a car and something stupid.
Oh,
Now,
hell yeah.
They were a cartoon strip before, right?
Yeah, Mother Goose
Yeah.
and Grimm.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember this.
It used to be one of my favorite cartoon strips.
Huh. That's a weird cartoon. Did anybody else watch in the chat? Did any of you watch any of these cartoons? Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down if you did or didn't. I'm really kind of curious if people actually watch this stuff because, like this, I'm not even. It's not even ringing a bell. I just recognize the character from the cartoon strip. What did you know about any of these cartoons? Also, is there some missing that you hope that pop up on this channel? Let us know.
Yeah.
Keep the conversation flowing.
What the hell?
I hope not.
Dear Mum,
What did that say?
as per the instructions. At last, I was ready for the sex change.
Wow.
What?
What the hell kind of cartoon?
Hmm.
Knockout says only Dark Week Duck and Beavis and Butthead so far. I think you're right there with us. But this must be one of those liquid TV things,
It must be. It must be one of those adult kind of
late
cartoons.
night MTV or something.
Ah, satisfaction.
Either way, it's lame.
Dave? Do you like my invisible hands?
No. How about Toxic Avenger?
Yes, the Toxic Crusaders. Yes, I actually watched this. This was good. 'Cause I was a huge Toxic Avenger fan.
But this is one of those cartoons too. I mean, that movie barely. Did that even get an R rating, or was that an X rating? That original movie.
The original movie was R because it had boobies in it.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if it was even rated beyond X because of the violence and everything else.
Well, the first one had a solid R rating. Yes,
Yeah.
Knock. I had the toy too. It didn't last long. My G.I. Joe figures messed him up. But yeah, this was his cheerful attitude, like everything. Oh, so good.
Pirates of the Dark Water.
I made some dark water earlier. I had some Taco Bell, and boy, that water was dark.
Darkness.
What?
Super Mario World.
Got me on that one. Yeah, no. Next.
Channel up. Of course, this is probably one of the most well-known.
Surprisingly, only saw like a few episodes of this.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Was on
Yeah, didn't
at
watch
a
the
weird
whole of
time
it.
for me.
It came on one of the weird times where I just wasn't able to make it. So sad.
I probably seen more of these episodes as an adult than I did back in the day.
Exactly.
No,
But
think about this. Go ahead, Mike.
I remember when Mask of the Phantasm came out in the theater. We went and saw that. I know that.
I saw that. Yeah.
So I've been watching Harley Quinn on DC Universe. That kind of reminds me a lot of Batman the Animated Series. Of course, there's a lot more bad language and a lot more sex and blood and gore, but it definitely has that Batman animated series kind of vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted on Instagram and all those channels saying I absolutely love this show. It's great. I just finished season 1 up today.
I thought they did a good job with the villains in this. They weren't
with this.
Yeah, they weren't like, I don't know, they weren't like every other cartoon villains. But then again, they kind of had like better personalities than the comic book did at the time. So
I think it was amazing too. Is here we have Luke Skywalker as Joker. Mark Hamill, which was kind of amazing.
Oh God, I remember this.
Next. Like if that was somebody's favorite cartoon and you're in the chat right now, I'm sorry you can't be on the channel anymore. Unsubscribe and leave, never come back.
Remember Super Dave?
Yes.
Super Dave Osborne.
I used to click, yes. I used to watch this every now and then. I would get home in time to be able to watch this. And I remember the show and the cartoon, and they were both great.
Wasn't he attached to like another show, like a little off, like a side character? He had skits. It wasn't Benny Hill.
Was it Gary Shandling? The Gary Shandling show?
I think so. Didn't he play like? Yeah, I want to say it was Gary Shandling or something like that, where he was like he had a regular role in it.
Yeah, we always had the stunts that failed. That drug his mannequin body across the asphalt.
I think it was.
Do you like mannequin bodies?
No. I like this. I used to watch this.
Bucky Duck?
Yeah.
Well, this is a spin-off of Tiny Toons.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry I ruined your snack, Jamet.
Look, just stay out of my way, okay?
Cut your fucking throat.
Yo, New York, we don't play. I will cut you.
Get stitches.
Get stitches.
Skip past that crap. Funny Bones? Mike knows about Funny Bones.
I don't know about Funny Bones. I must have missed out on a whole 10 years worth of living. Having a family and kids is not as cracked up as it really is. They just turn out to all be disappointments at the end of the day.
They're fighting over that bone there.
What is this? Why is it blowing my mind? By the way, to everybody in the room, tonight's slightly hazy drunkenness is brought to you by Dragon's Milk, made in Holland, Michigan.
Did you say that was first brewed in the 90s too?
Yep, 1997. Mike's wife likes this beer. It's a stout. It's for Spartan, warrior, Viking, ninja, Celtic warriors.
Oh, skunk dogs. Never even heard of that. Fish Police.
What?
Wasn't there a comic book on this? Fish
Yeah,
Police?
I think so. There was a comic book called Fish Police. I'm not sure if it's based the same characters.
You know what? We're the comic book aficionados here. Let's just tell everybody there is, and we'll just go live.
There we go.
Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler has mastered the art of line of sight teleportation.
Why was that?
Is this X-Men?
This is Kitty Pryde in the X-Men.
The original X-Men cartoon was amazing as well.
His mutant ability to control weather itself is still not completely understood. Finally,
Wait, isn't this the 90s X-Men cartoon or is it something else?
No, I think it's like Kitty Pryde in the X-Men, so it's not.
Oh, I did the wrong intro. That's okay. We'll just cut that out of this when we play it later.
That's Blast from the Past TV. I don't know what this is.
Dog City?
Some
Dog
private dick.
Okay, Knox squared his way on the X-Men thing. He says, nope, this was the pilot before the original for the X-Men deal. Wait, I think Knox, I ain't messing with him.
Trying to find some that we actually freaking know.
Yeah. You know what? I'm surprised. South Park hasn't come up yet. South Park came out.
South Park in, yeah, it was like 96 though, right? 97?
The 90s.
Yeah, according to this, we're only in 1993.
Oh my God, this is a long show tonight. I need a drink now. Hold on.
No, we won't end up going to the whole gambit. That's for sure. What the hell is this, dude?
I remember the action figures for this, and I never saw the cartoon, but I saw like the commercials for it.
Aren't they trolls? Looks like they're trolls.
They're trolls / ninja / rock store. They're Buckaroo Banzai. Remember that show?
Yeah.
That's them. They were troll dolls
With mohawks.
with mohawks.
Problem child. How about that?
I remember the movie.
The animated series. Join June.
Had that Ritter dude in it from Three's a Company.
Yeah, John Ritter.
Yeah. Right there.
He's that big long tail.
What is
That's
it?
not his tail.
He's chasing tail.
That's what I was doing instead of watching this shit.
The problem is that they could walk faster than mine.
Yeah. Skeleton Warriors. How about that one?
Wasn't there a comic book on that too? Or a toy or something?
Probably a lot of
Good
toys
stuff,
based on.
sir. Get to the good stuff.
I have no control what comes up.
And who does?
Dino
Yeah.
Dino babies.
Seriously, you're the boss. Get on the phone. Start making some phone calls here. Get to it, CEO.
Yeah, I'll talk to this website that I'm stealing from right now and say, hey, can you put better content up? Madeline. I know Mike watched Madeline.
I did. I tried to look up her skirt.
He did.
Clear forests, green rivers.
Oh, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Super gay.
In our way.
That was a comic book,
Jack Henrik's philosophy is finished.
right?
And
Or a
so
video
Yeah, I think it was a book too. Wasn't
What
it?
is this?
Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
day.
Unless you live in that settlement.
You're gonna sit on the council with me, Governor Dahlgren. You'd better get a grip.
I can't tell if that's a guy or a girl.
You better get a grip, dude.
Oh.
Hey, remember when Morse code was a thing? Because we were using that a lot in the 90s.
Motherfuckers better start learning that shit because
Corona apocalypse is coming, son. Oh my God.
Apparently it doesn't like this next channel or something.
Check the batteries.
Who?
What?
Twinkle in Time. I don't know what the hell that was.
I heard Spanish.
Yeah.
I forgot that this was the 90s.
Yeah.
This ain't the real Speed Racer, is it?
No, it's not. Did you guys watch the Speed Racer movie that came out? Oh, it's been about 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
Did you guys like that?
No.
I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was horrible.
I like Death Race better. Same concept. Knockout says regretfully.
Sonic? Did we watch Sonic?
No.
Now it says we're going to 94, so this would have been the year we graduated high school. Now, Mega Man, I played the video games quite a bit.
I've seen this. This is pretty good.
Is this Mega Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Street Shark.
This has Mike written all over it.
I remember Street Sharks. Yeah.
Well, see, this is 94, and I was getting out of high school, getting ready to join the military.
Yeah. I like the Street Sharks. I've only watched a few episodes of it, but they were always like everybody was Michelangelo. They like from Teenage, like that was their attitude. It was pretty cool.
There were toys and comics of this too.
Yeah, what, a hand puppet?
Yeah.
And they had yeah.
Send me back to 10,000 BC.
Nope, I never watched that one. Uh-oh.
The ankle biters want to see a little patty cake.
This must have been one of those Liquid TV.
Nobody's ever beaten Big Mike, the pacifier king.
Is it claymation?
Yeah, it looks like the predecessor to
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch. That's what I was going to say. Thank you.
That's what I was thinking too. I thought it was that at first. I was like, what? Celebrity Deathmatch was awesome though. They didn't even show Biker Mice. Oh, Biker Mice. When did Biker Mice come out? What year was
I
that?
don't know.
Is that 94? 93-ish? I don't know.
I remember this. I didn't watch it with my kids.
You watched it with your kids in 94?
Or maybe it might have been later on. You know, it might have been out for a while.
Dave gets around, so he's planting his seed everywhere.
Right.
Man boobs.
What? He's got some titties.
What?
Oh, look at that. Do you see that right there? The guy's human centipede crap?
What is this?
There's got to be another one of those MTV.
Yeah, that's MTV.
Just returned in. Not returned in. What's the name of that band?
The name of the song was Return to Innocence. Just a return of innocence.
Biker Mice came out in 93.
Dude, it looks like we skipped you, dude. We need to go jack some people up. Knox, you let us know.
Get a hold of My 90's TV.
Yeah.
Bobby's World.
Bobby's World.
Nope.
This had Howie Mandel in it.
Yep. That 90s.
6 feet, bitch. 6 feet.
Get up off me. This is like, what is that? Space Theater 3000, where we just review clips of shows that make fun of them.
Kinda. It's Crypt
We
Keeper.
tried to do that a couple years ago.
Yeah, we did that with the Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, we should do that again. That's great.
We got quite a few dings who were watching trailers on here, and I got shows taken off the air because of copyright strikes.
We do what we want. Gangster.
Oh,
what's going on? Why is that guy's clothes just falling off of him? That's weird.
And his skin.
What is this?
Is that like Mutant League football or something?
I don't know what that was. Oh, Spider-Man. Yeah.
But see, if this is Spider-Man 94, or is this,
Right. I started watching this on Disney Plus because I never, like I said, this was a transition time. I never really got into it.
I did catch a couple of episodes of this here and there whenever it was on, and I wasn't doing anything. This was the thing to turn to. For all of our younger viewers out there, there was a time when you couldn't just jump on the internet and catch any episode that you ever wanted. You actually had to be at a certain place at a certain time with a TV in front of you to be able to see it.
They used to make things called TV guides.
Yeah, you had to read to watch particular shows at a certain time. That I know. Savages.
It's a commercial for Kit Kats. What the hell? I don't want to watch a commercial.
Oh, yeah, you gotta make their money somehow.
Space Ghost? Ever watch Space Ghost? Coast to Coast?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not Coast to Coast, the original, but yes. I do remember this because they had it on AFARTS. AFAN.
I have the Funko Pop of Space Ghost somewhere upstairs. Somewhere.
And that's why your wife's telling you you don't need any more stuff, because you don't know where your Space Ghost even is.
Oh, I know where my Space Ghost is. Do you know where your Space Ghost is?
Mine turns invisible.
We don't have to get all religious on the show, all right, guys? Keep your Space Ghost to yourself.
Monster Force. Now I remember this. I've seen, I think.
This looks like something I would watch. Is it Monster Force or Monster Squad? Was Monster
Force?
Okay.
That's Cabal from Mortal Kombat.
That I might want to check that out. That looks pretty cool. Monster Force. It's like Space Force, only cooler.
Plan to steal Iron Man's armor. Add the living
Hey!
dead, and wait till you see what happens next. See ya.
You're gonna die.
Wow.
I got there quick.
Morbid much?
You're gonna die, man. That's horrible. Now we will get banned from YouTube when every
Scandinavian Fantastic Four.
And that. Oh, this was the really bad Fantastic Four cartoon. The really, really, really bad. Like this made the movie look good.
What was that?
What was what?
It looked like Dr. Doom, but
yeah, this thing was horrible.
The Baby Huey Show. So, if you want to know where I got my nickname of Huey,
yeah, you didn't spoil that one. You should have done a better lead-in.
Well, I didn't know this was popping up here.
I'm joking.
No, I used to work.
From?
That's where I got my nickname Huey. From this. So when I was 20 years old, I worked for this roofing company locally, and they called me Baby Huey. And I said, freaking Huey, the big duck wearing a bib and a binky and crap. And a bonnet. You know, that's what my name stuck as Huey.
Well, it makes sense. Like, you're a huge guy and you were kind of young. So, yeah, I could see that. I would be flattered by that. My first nickname in the Army was not as flattering.
So Huey just
And
kind of
mine
stuck.
in the Navy was not that flattering either.
Okay, so we're already like 45 minutes into this. I think we're probably going to go ahead and kick it off because I don't think there's anything else really in here. Let's go to 98 and see if there's anything.
Yeah, if it's the later stuff where more adult
So-
cartoons kind of came on, we'd probably recognize it. But yeah,
So
because
why
pretty
don't
much
we just go-
95 to 96 is a drunken blur for me.
Yeah.
Dumb bunnies.
We could go through and name your like number one cartoon.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Why don't you start with your number one, Mike? And let me go ahead and close this out here, and we'll get rid of this guy, and we'll talk about your.
Out of all the cartoons that were coming out, this one was early '90s, I believe, and it's Animaniacs.
Dude, love.
I love that show.
Brain, yeah, good one.
It spun off the Pinky and the Brain shit. Me and my buddy Ed at the time would get home from school. We go to his apartment, watch Animaniacs, and then go chase tail. So
probably tried to use a lot of the same pickup lines you got from Animaniacs.
Hello, nurse.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
that ever work, Mike?
Sometimes.
You know, that show had a lot of innuendos in there.
Yeah.
So it had something for the kids, it had something for the adults that got those innuendos. And that was all why I always thought that show was fun.
So
that's like your top show? Or is that like where's that on your list? Your top 5?
That's number one. I could watch that. I could turn it on right now and watch that. Ren and Stimpy was great.
Yep.
Yes.
For a little bit more, I don't know. It wasn't animated, but it was on HBO. The Spawn HBO stuff.
I never watched that.
Really? That's some dark shit, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Not Comics says my mom calls everyone lady because of Animaniacs.
Nice. Hey, lady.
Pokemon got started in the late '90s too. I actually started watching, and I don't get into the cards and everything, but I kind of dig the whole concept. I just got this fucking Pokemon Pop. Eevee.
Oh, that's a flock one.
It's a flock. College fund money.
We mentioned Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. I always thought you were like a huge South Park fan when you were younger. Like you were the guy that was saying all the one-liners from it.
South Park. I watched South Park. It's an amazing show. I don't care what anybody says.
Right.
How about you, Joe? What are your top 5? What do you got in your top 5 for cartoons? Anything that Mike mentioned, or you have stuff different?
So that very huge changes happened in my life in the 90s, right? From being wild, crazy, drinking soldier boy to trying to be responsible and having a family and everything while in the army.
Notice he said trying.
Yeah, trying. Still trying to this day. So my taste kind of widely. So I kind of just break it up from single to being married. Yeah, there was the kid time in my life where I would watch something like Beavis and Butthead was a thing of mine, of course. Toxic Crusaders, definitely. You know, stuff like that when I was still kind of young and maturing. And then when I'm single and out there just rocking and rolling, you're right, Beavis and Butthead was still there till 2011. South Park came along and just completely changed one-liners forever. And then Futurama. Like, I loved Futurama.
Oh, Futurama is amazing.
Great. Loved that show. And then, you know, you got a kid and you start watching the kid cartoons. So, like, me and my daughter, our favorite one was this one called Rocket Power, where these kids were kind of like 90s extreme sport type kids, skateboarders and stuff like that. And we would watch that kind of thing together. We'd also watch Dexter's Laboratory together because we thought that was awesome. That was great. And we also watched Powderpuff Girls. And I'll be honest with you, I enjoyed it. Samurai Jack too. Like we would watch both
Sailor
of them.
Moon.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch Sailor Moon, dude. But yeah, yes, knocks out, gets it. He's seen Rocket Power. He's like, Otto's my boy. He's there. He gets me. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh, somebody's timer just went off.
No.
For me, for early cartoons, we talked about X-Men. Gargoyles wasn't on that list. I love Gargoyles. CM Animation is like Batman animated series. That was good. What's it, Mike?
That's my wife's favorite cartoon.
Yeah.
She loves the Gargoyles. She actually has her own Funkos. She has the Hulk set, the chase, and everything. So she actually likes something.
Animaniacs, Freakazoid. Do you guys watch Freakazoid?
I loved Freakazoid. I watched like the first season of it. Yes, that was a good one too.
And that was another one of those shows. It was very similar to Animaniacs. I think it was by Warner Brothers as well. That had the adult side of that cartoon as well. You know, and that was always really fun to watch.
Did Steven Spielberg do that one too? Because he did Animaniacs.
I think so. If I remember correctly. Johnny Bravo. Love Johnny Bravo. No, never watched Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo, Scooby Doo.
No, isn't he always trying to pick up a chick?
Yeah, he always kind of talks like Elvis a little bit. Blonde hair, big old poofy blonde hair. You should see the episode when there was a Scooby Doo crossover. That's funny as hell. Have you watched Johnny Bravo, Joe?
Yes, I love Johnny Bravo.
Did you
that
see
was the thing we do during formation in the morning? Whoever looked the nicest, like everybody just rolled out of bed and threw their PTs on. But like I would always go out there with my hair comb and be like, hoo-ha, hoo-ha. It was awesome.
Did you watch the Scooby Doo Johnny Bravo crossover?
Yes. Oh, that's so good. So good in a bad way. So good.
Those are kind of some of the ones I remember at being younger. And then again, to 97, I had my first kid. So late 90s, I started watching cartoons, Dexter's Laboratory, used Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
What's on my list here? I thought I had
Powerpuff Girls
with my daughter. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You did watch it. Okay. You were scaring me for a second. Like I watched it with my daughter too.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, like that one.
I remember that one. That's a good one.
And one other one from younger was Rocco's Modern Life. I loved Rocco's Modern Life. That was a really good show too.
Those were good. Yeah.
So, okay, let's go ahead and let's do this giveaway. Let me see here.
Let's run down
the chat. Away?
Okay, go down the chat.
Comics has been blasting it up in the chat room, and thank you so much.
Pretty much.
Apparently, he agreed a lot with what we said. He says most WB shows were great. Johnny up there until they changed it. Yeah, they did kind of get weird with it. I'm not sure what he means by PPG, and apparently he still watches Rocco.
I bet you Johnny Bravo got a sexual assault claim against him, so they had to change the format of the show where he had to hit on both genders or something. I don't know. Hey. So thanks Knockout. Thanks everybody else for being here too. We can go see here. Go to the screen.
Let's give away some stuff.
So we had
what are we giving away?
It's my quarantine comic kit. So I'm just giving some random comics, and what I'll do is after we announce the winner, I'll get a hold of them or they'll watch the show and say, hey, who are some of your characters? Hey, give me your list. Maybe you're looking for a few books to fill some runs. Maybe I might have them. And, that's what I want to know because I have tons of books. I have tons of doubles. I'd be more than happy to kick some of that stuff out. Some newer books, maybe clear even some Silver Age books in that list, depending on what you got going on and what you want. Or what you're looking for, or your favorite character. So the 5 people who did enter that contest, they did post a video. I'll have a link down in the description below. Once we stop this, I'll go through and edit it and make sure those channels are in there. Metarog, Slim Comics and More, Mark Knapp 68, Escargo 1080, and Comics Altruism, which was I made a comment on Comic Altruism's video that he made because man, he was like popping math in there talking about the economic downturn and what so many percent could be bouncing back, and I'm like, holy crap, dude, you guys thought it through. You know,
Comic
so-
altruism is kind of like one of those big brain guys. Like he's super smart.
Yeah.
Every time he enters one of my contests, he like dives deep into it. It's crazy. I love that guy.
So we have 5 entries. So what we'll do is we'll randomize the list 5 times, and then after that 5th time, that'll be our winner of who's ever in that number 1 spot. So let's go ahead and do it here. Here's 1. Did it work?
Did I win?
1. You didn't enter.
Oh.
2, 3, 4. And this is who's ever number 1 spot will be the winner. And I'll get a hold of them. Number 1, Slim Comics and more. So thank you everybody for jumping in and doing that contest. We definitely appreciate it. Slim, if you do watch this, get a hold of me. Let me know. I'll be shooting a message out to you, letting you know that you won too. And we'll go over kind of what you're looking for, what you're collecting, and maybe I might be able to do some packages kind of fits what you're looking for. So
hey, Slim, go for anything Silver Age. It's like $100 to $200 and make them pull it out.
I don't have any like big
promise.
Silver Age keys. I don't have a big Silver Age keys. I do have some doubles and stuff.
I'd make them show you. Just I'd make them show you.
So the last thing that I wanted to do tonight, and here I got one more screen share to do. We did one last one on a quiz on 80s cartoons. Let's do this. Let's run through this quiz real quick here. This is by whatculture.com. You ever watch whatculture.com? They do a lot of wrestling stuff on YouTube.
They do a lot,
culture stuff. Yeah, so they're pretty cool. So I decided to go to their. I'll probably get crap ton of pop-ups here. So let's go through. Is he going to scroll for me? Scroll for me. Not wanting to scroll. Probably got everybody and their uncle on the internet here at my house right now. If not, they're eating pizza. Jesus Christ. See, now I scroll down 5 pages.
What's going on?
Okay, here we go. Ultimate Dexter's Laboratory. What was the name of Dexter's rival? Marco, Mandark, Morton, or Michael?
Morton.
Michael.
I don't remember.
I don't know. But Michael's a cool name.
Joe said Morton?
Sure.
My own fucking slow.
What?
I don't know if I'll be able to do this, man. It's like kicking forever.
Is that right?
All these pop-ups.
Dude, you're running your internet, hamster? Well, Comics Knockout says Mandark, so I'm going to go with that. I think he has a little bit more.
Which celebrity hilariously made a guest appearance on Johnny's Nanny and Johnny Bravo? David Hasselhoff, Hulk Hogan, Burt Reynolds, or Donny Osmond? I'm going to say...
Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff was huge in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm thinking Hasselhoff.
Donnie. Oh, knockout says Donnie. Donnie, you need to step up your game, start typing faster, buddy. Help us out here.
It'll tell us we're right at the end of the name. This one's easy. Who voiced Batman in the animated series? Of course, everybody should know that. Kevin
Troy
Conroy.
Baker.
Who is Troy Baker?
Wasn't he
some guy? Just some guy.
What were Bubbles' powers in the Powerpuff Girls? She's the one that's pictured to the left. She could breathe ice and had X-ray vision. She did not have any. She could turn herself invisible and had super speed. She could talk to animals, emit supersonic waves, and read any language.
She could suck the chrome from Bumper.
Supersonic waves and reads any language.
You really think it's that?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Didn't you watch it?
I don't remember that much about it. What did school bully Helga often shout at Arnold in Hey Arnold? How about Hey Arnold?
Hey Arnold?
Football head, Arnie, crazy eyes, or loser?
Football head.
I'm pregnant.
I need child support. I think she yelled football head.
In the pilot of X-Men animated series, which young mutant are the X-Men trying to save? So we just talked about that. But I think it's Jubilee in that first one. Nightcrawler, Rogue, Jubilee, or Iceman. What was Doug's surname in Doug? Funny, Valentine, Bug, or Bluff? I think it's Funny.
Maybe Valentine was his enemy. Yep, Knockout's got Funny.
What was the name of the spin-off / sequel series to Rugrats? Rugrats High School, Rugrats Return, All Grown Up, or No Longer Babies?
All Grown Up.
High School.
I don't know.
I'm thinking All Grown Up. I'm going with All Grown Up. Because I have control of the mouse.
Knox says go with All Grown Up. Gotcha, buddy.
Which of the gang in Recess was academically gifted? Mikey Bloomberg, Gustav Griswold, Ashley Spinelli, or Gretchen Grundler?
Hold on. Which one of the the Asian one? It's always the Asian one.
Well, it's not Spinelli.
That's not Asian.
No, it doesn't sound. I said it's not Spinelli.
I can't.
Gustav. I'm saying. No, I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with Mikey Bloomberg.
Is this an answer?
What's that?
I'm stalling till Knockout gives us an answer.
Oh. What were the names of the parents in Wild Thornberries? Roland and Marianne, Roland and Rita, Nigel and Rita, and Nigel and Marianne.
Chat, Joey.
Nigel and Rita.
You see who's in the chat?
Taylor Jenner. Hey, what's going on, Taylor?
Must be somebody you know, Mike.
Somebody.
Nigel and Marianne. Also, Double S says it's always the agent persona for Joey.
What was the title of the theme tune to Arthur? What a wonderful kind of day. Arthur's theme: believe in yourself and work and play.
Is Arthur a cartoon? Or they talk about the movie.
No, not the drunk guy. No, the cartoon.
I was watching it on Amazon the other day. It was great. Wonderful.
So I'm gonna say Arthur's theme.
Wonderful kind of day. Let's go with Knockouts. He's on this. Like he's hunting this shit.
He sounds like it. King of the Hill finished in 2009, but how many seasons did it run for? 10, 13, 15, or 17?
Hold on.
Ooh.
King of the Hill started in 1997 till 2011.
What?
Yeah. King of the Hill aired in 1997.
Oh, 1987? Okay, so
1997.
Yeah, so
12,
right?
Yeah, 12.
12 is not an answer.
13?
13. Who cares?
And I'll go 13.
Yep, Knox says 13. He says, I believe with a 3 because he's hip and cool like that. 13.
In Rocco's Modern Life, what animal was Rocco? A wallaby, a kangaroo, a dog, or a bear? I know that one.
He was a wallaby, was he?
He was a wallaby. It was always weird to me that his friend, the cow, what was his damn friend's name? But he was a male and he had udders. Yeah. You ever see the episode where he got hooked to the milking machine and he fell in love with it? That was.
Wow, you surprised me.
What?
Pinky in the Brain question. Here we go.
Pinky in the Brain. The main antagonist is a hamster, but what is his name? Cotton, Billy, Minton, or Snowball?
I thought it was either Snowball or Mitten.
I'm going with Snowball.
I know it was ironic. If I
think
stall
it's
on
Snowball
it,
too.
one of the chat room guys will do it, and I'll look smart and I'll take credit for it.
Oh, Heifer was Rocco's friend's name. I knew I had this one with a cow. Oh, Knockout Comics says it's on his phone. Is he cheating?
No, but he
Knockout.
thinks it's mitten.
In Ed, Ed, and Eddie, Johnny Melonhead has an imaginary friend called what? Plank, Edward, Rolf, or Woody?
Plank.
Pornhub.
It's Plank. My wife always called that 3 Kids on Crack. No, he says no. He's typing on his phone. Come on. That might have been the last question. They're telling our total, maybe. Let's see.
Trust me, it ain't that hard.
67, dude. We the D plus.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's still passing.
So, Dexter's Laboratory, Dexter's rival was Morton,
which was
Hasselhoff.
Got correctly.
Oh, we got it wrong.
No, in the chat room they got it correct. We ignored.
Oh yeah, Mandark. Okay.
As you go through,
Donnie Osmond. Mike is right. Donnie Osmond played the guest appearance as the nanny. Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman. Wow, Joe got that right. She could talk to animals, emit supersonic waves, and read any language. Joe, I thought you were full of crap, Joe.
Boom.
Hey Arnold, football head was what she called out.
Yep.
Jubilee was the one they were trying to save at the first X-Men. Funny was Doug's last name.
Yep.
All Grown Up was the Rugrats sequel.
Good deal.
Gretchen Grundler is the academically gifted one. I think
Taylor
Mikey
Jenner got that one right. She knew that one.
Oh, did you get that one right too?
No, she got that right.
Oh, okay. Nigel and Marie Ann didn't Knockout said that too.
Knockout Comics got that one, yeah.
Believe in Yourself was a title to the theme of Arthur. How many seasons did King of the Hill run? 13. And Rocco was a wallaby. Snowball was their arch nemesis or antagonist in Pinky and the Brain. And Plank was the imaginary friend from Ed, Ed, and Eddie, or 3 boys on crack in a cul-de-sac.
I thought Michael got the Hey Arnold question right, wasn't it? I'm pregnant. More than likely. That's from Double S.
So we'll get rid of this. We're back here. Okay. I think we're going to wrap this up. We're just over an hour. And
I ain't got shit anymore. Let's roll. Do it all night. Turn the screen
all night.
Beastmaster.
So,
this shit.
Next Tuesday, we are interviewing Vince Rush from Hellseekers. He's going to be on talking about this project, some other stuff that he's been doing. I'm talking about trying to get a commission from him as well. So Tuesday night, 7 p.m., he'll be on to talk about all that cool stuff. The following week, what we're trying to do is an independent spotlight on creators. We have 4 people lined out so far. We're trying to get the dates nailed down. Vince Rush is next. We're going to get the guys from Junior Braves of the Apocalypse. They wrote that got published by Oni Press. We got another local guy that I know, Mark Melton. He's going to come on, as well as a guy that Joe knows and Mike knows, Daniel
Montoya.
Okay, so he's supposed to be on too, so we're trying to get those scheduled out.
In fact, I will bring the picture he drew for me that inspired my comic book that he's going to be the artist for. I will bring you the picture that inspired that.
So definitely come back on Tuesday night as we're talking to Vince. Have some questions ready for him. We're going to be displaying some of his art as we're talking about it. He's, like I said, he's a pretty cool guy. Got a lot of great art. The picture of the Liberator that I posted as promoting that show, that's some of his art right there. It's some great stuff.
It's kind of like a cross between the Patriot and the Grifter. Oh,
yeah, a little like that. So, no, not Vince McMahon. No, we're not doing that. So definitely come by Tuesday, and then Friday night we'll be back again, just doing something. We're not sure what we're doing yet. We're going to decide that in our little off air. But if it's something new from the 80s,
do some heroin, drink some beer, God knows what. Bring some midgets in here. Have unicorns and flamingos rocking it out. Dude, it's going to be a party. Don't miss out.
So either that or go to Tidewater Walmart. You find all that stuff there.
In one aisle?
Close.
So if there's something from the 80s, a toy or something that you want us to talk about, let us know down in the chat. Definitely give us a thumbs up, but a share and a like. It's always appreciated. What do you say, Mike?
I was going to say Double S. Why don't we do something with wrestling? You guys all watched in the 80s, right?
Watched it in the 80s and 90s. I fell out after just after 2000, got heavy into MMA and boxing.
I watched it in the 80s, and then I fell out, and then I started watching again in the late 90s, and then fell out after the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
So,
and I met one of the wrestlers that came over to Iraq and Afghanistan to meet with the soldiers. I got some stories, Bubba. Rey Mysterio's a bitch.
Oh, wow. So maybe we can do some 80s WWF stuff. We'll talk about that. Do you want to shoot for that for next week then? Wrestling?
Let's just talk wrestling next week, regardless of the time frame.
Okay.
Best things ever, best superheroes, best characters. Let's just roll with
I never stopped. I've been watching my whole life. I've never stopped.
I have no clue who any of the new characters are today, other than the old school ones like Triple H or Undertaker. But those guys aren't really wrestling much anymore either. What? Somebody sees something in the comment, I don't see it.
Knockout Comics is all for the wrestling.
Yeah.
Next week, Huey Vuitton Pogs. For the
night. I'll grab a couple of beers. We'll smash them together. We'll get crazy, right? We're talking about, do you smell any pie? Let's so neat. Let's do it.
Okay, so then next Friday we're talking wrestling. So definitely come by. Tuesday night for Vince Rush. Friday night for wrestling. Anything else before we want to jump out of here? We want to talk about, you go get your Drew is Wrong About X-Men shirt over at Teespring.
Great shirt. Everybody needs
these shirts. Or you can get your technical difficulty shirt, which I had some tonight with Mike just totally blanking out, and I was trying to fix it mid-show. Or the Thunderlust. You've been Thunderlust. Anything else before we jump out of here? Mike?
Yes, we did lose a member of the community. I don't know if it was this week or when it was, but Old Man Gamers Chris recently passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He was heavy on Instagram after leaving YouTube. Followed him on there. I talked to him. We started YouTube about the same time, and he sent me so much stuff. Still got the autographed Spider-Gwen over there. His Deadpool statue, and his brother still is on Instagram. I think it's Cobra Comics.
Cobra Comics, yeah.
Yeah. So if you pray, shoot a prayer over them. But yeah. Poor Mike. Poor Mike is in the chat.
Poor Mike's in the chat. What's going on, brother?
As we're just getting ready to sign out for the night.
Good to see you, though, bro.
Anything from you, Joe?
Oh, man, I always got something to say. Hey, guys, I'm putting another auction together over on my auction site. Everything's going to start at $1. All key issues. Plus, going to have some cool pops in it as well. My wife realized her collection is just a little larger than it needs to be. Plus, also, really great virtual Comic-Cons going on where we're going to have artists, writers, creators coming on. Please try to come on to the show and help support your local creators. That's going to be very key during what we're going through right now. And always remember, be safe, be healthy, and stay the hell away from each other.
6 feet, motherfucker. 6 feet.
Yeah, I figured that they just announced today they canceled San Diego Comic-Con, the mother of all cons. That's not going to happen this year. So, like Joe said, coming out and supporting these local creators or independent creators. I mean, those cons are their bread and butter. That's how they get their name out. That's how they sell their books and be able to make a living. So being able to have them come on here and talk about what they're working on is definitely a way to try to. It may help us a little bit for them, but we can do what we can to try to help them out so we can still get some great content. And for
by the way, a lot of you getting your stimulus check lately, and let's be honest, you don't need that much. So you can throw a couple of bucks at these local guys to kind of help them out a little bit. A lot of cool books out there. If you don't know if they're good or not, just ask me. I'll tell you.
Okay, so when they blast it, where they sash it, happy reading, maybe, if I don't know if we do reading.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, Mike's got to deliver Pepsi and stuff to the poor folks at Walmart tomorrow.
No Walmart tomorrow. Kroger.
No toilet paper, plenty of soda. America.
Saving the world 1 2-liter at a time.
Later.
Central, motherfucker.
Later, guys.